company. And underway. And the Rockets will come down court for the first time through Maynard. Anis now out to Brown. The speedy Anis. A chance for three. And it comes short from Lachlan Brewer, the captain. So Rebels, fast transition down the other end of the court. Chance for two. Falls short. Rebound. Good one. Berg with the opening 2 points of the men's grand final. And the Rebels lead it 2-0. So opening minute here at 9 minutes 10 remaining. And, Anis, if you don't mind, lovely basket there to open his account for the night. And we're locked at 2 apiece. And there's a steal coming down court. Chance for Maynard. Anis again couldn't quite finish it off this time. So fast start to this senior men's grand final, the Launceston Basketball Association, with thanks to Banjos. And for three, that's a very good basket there from Isaac Dale for the Rebels. First three-pointer of the night. 8 minutes 35 left on the clock in this opening quarter. It's 5-2 the way of the Rebels. Here's Brown. And finishes it very nicely. Cameron Brown, his first points. And foul called. Our referees in action. Another referee watching tonight, very familiar to many. Of course, officiated last year as well and part of the NBL one. Nicky Draper is tuning into the live stream. Good evening, Nick. And just falling short there, Josh Guy misses the first of his second. Makes the second, does Guy. So 6-4. The Rockets come down with 8:15 remaining. Here's Brown. Driving to the basket. Nicely done from Brewer. He opens his account, so we're tied at 6 apiece. So, good start, tight, even start to this contest. Ball with McCreary. Out to Guy, goes right, goes left, shoots, and that one finishes short, but he draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. Brett Smith with a little pleasantry conversation with the referee. Points there once again for Josh Guy. So 7-6 the score. As I said, big crowd here at Elphin Sports Stadium tonight. Second shot misses. Here's Brewer. Lachlan Brewer out. Feeds it out wide. Here's Anis with a bit of room. Goes on the left. And nice defensive rebound. Accepted there by Isaac Dale in good position. Back to Guy. Yeah, whistle goes, and it's against number 10 for the Rockets, so against Zaki Anis. And 3 early fouls against the Rockets. 0 for the Rebels. 7 minutes 20 remaining in this first quarter. Good steal there from Brewer, and off hands, and it's, it's going to go the way of the Rebels, so good work there from Southside Rebels, who lead it by just one. 7:17 left in this first quarter. The men's senior grand final. If you just joined us, Southside Rebels winning the women's 59-43 a little earlier tonight. So margin out to 3, 9-6. Ball with Flint, and up and at him, Lachlan Maynard with a couple to get it back to 1. 9-8 in favour of the Rebels. Early going first quarter. Berg. Nice little tap down. Here's Brewer. Charges down the centre of the court. Does it beautifully. 2 points. And they're in front. City Rockets. First time they've been in the lead in this game. He's up 4 points. 10-9. Slowing it down a little. Berg to Guy. And for three, makes it. And they're back in front. Nice three-pointer there for McCreary for the Rebels. And, well, he was dropping, and in the end it's a travel. And against the Rockets, Lachlan Maynard. As Cam McCreary comes for a rest for the Rebels. They lead at 12-10 at the moment. 6 minutes, 1 second remaining. Brad Templar into the play. Ball now with the skipper, King. Well, that's a lovely move. And 2 points there to Templar. So Brad Templar with his first points of the match stretches the margin to 4 with 5 minutes 33 remaining. Here's Cameron Brown. Anis. Nice ball out wide. And now it's a call from the ref. It is a foul. And it's going against, might be Templar for the Rebels. As Hugh King takes a break. Maynard. And for 2 points, Cameron Brown. That's his fourth point of the night so far. Margin back to 2. Ray Young into the play now with the T-shirt under the top there, doing a little bit of blocking. Legally, of course, and he gets a rebound as well and gets 2 points. He's off and running. Ray Young. And a score 16-12 in favour of the Rebels with 4:44 remaining. First quarter. Brown. Maynard going down. There was Young, took a tough fall, but he's back up on his feet. Dale. Oh, stolen. Chance now for Flint. Whistle goes. And I think it might be a travel call. No, pushing. And we're going to see a substitution. Timeout as well. Called. No, it's not a timeout. Brett Smith keeping him out there. So 4 minutes 19 on the clock in this first quarter remaining. 16 plays 12. Rebels leading the way. Templar. Back out to Young. Switches. In the centre now. Here's Templar again. Looking for options. Good little block off the ball there by his teammate. That was Berg. And a great assist from him. And it's 18-12. Rebels lead. Here's Brown from a long way out. Dummies. Oh, draws it beautifully. Finds a path through. Evades a couple and gets an important 2. Back to 4. 3:30 remaining on the clock. 18 plays 14. Rebels lead. Good first quarter here at Elphin Sports Stadium in front of a very, very good crowd. Young. Nice. He's started well since coming in to the play midway through the quarter. We've got 3 minutes 10 left on the clock. It's the Rebels now. They lead by 6. Chance to extend the margin, and that's going to be a foul against Harry Flint. It's his second foul of the night so far. Joining his teammate Zaki Anis also with 2. That's a 5th team foul of the quarter. Just 1 for the Rebels. As Flint heads to the bench. Here's Berg. Makes the first. 2:57 left on the clock. Moses Berg. This is the second one, so we've got, he's on 5 points. Berg leading the way so far for the Rebels. Cam Brown has 6 of the 14 for the Rockets in this first quarter. And a little hand in there from Ray Young and spotted by the ref. Brewer to Brown. Whistle goes again. And he might have just stepped out there. So it's going to be a Rebels ball. 2 minutes 49 remaining. 21 plays 14. Rebels lead by 7. Stewart dishes it out to Templar. Back to Young. Captain back on the court. King. Here's Young for 3. And finishing very strongly, full of running. And timeout called by Brett Smith. And the Rebels with 2:26 remaining. Well, they're out by 10. 24 plays 14. With Ray Young with that 3. Up to 7 in first quarter. And currently leading all comers. Hope you're enjoying the live coverage of the 2022 Senior Men's Grand Final of the Banjos Launceston Basketball Association. Rick Fontaine with you in commentary, Benny Donaldson on camera, and Ash Wilkes back in the studio, bringing you all the action. We've already seen one premiership decided with the Southside Rebels Red defeating the Westside Trojans in the Women's Grand Final a little earlier tonight, 59-43. So, Oliver Baldock now bringing the ball into play with Cam Brown. Back to Baldock. And that's great block there from Dale. And the Rebels just really starting to show their wares as a travel call that time. And that is against the man who just came up with that great block, Isaac Dale. So, a couple of minutes left. Margin 10. Brown out to Baldock. Brewer being closely guarded. Started well, but being well held. Tristan Bailey to Brewer. And, well, right on cue. The old commentator's curse. Saying someone's just been a little bit quiet in recent minutes. And a great 3 there from Lachlan Brewer. Captain's basket. Gets that margin back to 7. So good little period here. Good chance for the Rockets to try and eat in on that lead. They trailed by 10. It's 7 at the moment with 1:20 remaining. Here's Brewer again. Taking a tumble there was McCreary. Chance for another three. Anis, it's wide and easy rebound. Ooh, almost a steal from Bailey. Here's Templar, the left-hander. Misses. Oh, Brewer couldn't quite take in that rebound and comes off his hands. So it's going to be a Rebels ball. 59 seconds left in this first quarter. Isaac Dale to bring it back in. And it's pretty easy for Hugh King, who makes a pretty comfortable 2 points and a margin out to 9. Brewer. And that one just lipping out. Draws the foul though. So down to 41 seconds. Josh Guy coming in again now for Brad Templar. So he takes a break. Templar with 4 points, a couple of fouls alongside his name as well. Brewer makes the first, moves on to 9 points. Yeah, makes it 2 from 2. So under 40 seconds remaining. Rockets cut the margin back to 7. And they're going to get the steal. Oh, and off hands. Brewer just cleans up a little mess there, the captain. So under 20 seconds to go. They'll look to get the final shot of this quarter. Ball with Bailey in the headband. Brown tries to turn King around and almost a steal. We're down to 5 seconds. Brewer misses. And it's going to be rebounded. That'll be just about all she wrote for the first quarter. So quarter time here at Elphin. And a good opening first quarter. The margin is 7. It's the Rebels leading the way. 26. City Rockets 19. We'll be back in a few moments. The second quarter. All right, just about set for action in the second quarter. Brett Smith laying it down to his charges at quarter time, but they're well and truly in at the young outfit. The City Rockets, 26 plays 19. Leading scorers, Lachlan Brewer for the Rockets has 9. And he's leading all players at the moment. Ray Young with a good first quarter, 7 points against his name as the Rebels get us underway in this second quarter. And good offensive rebound by the skipper. And Hugh King gets the opening couple of points of the second quarter for the Rebels, who get the margin out to 9. And a good response from the opposing skipper. Lachlan Brewer into double figures. Takes his tally to 11, 28-21. Long bomb is no good. Tidying up there, the headband of Tristan Bailey. Here's Anis. Back to Brewer. Back to Anis. Anis looking for room. Covered well. Brewer for 3. Falls short. And it's a Rebels rebound. McCreary. Here's Guy. King now. And it just didn't quite drop, so foul called. And it'll be King who will go to the line for the Southside Rebels, who lead it 28-21, early stages of the second quarter, 8 minutes 54 remaining. King makes it 2 from 2 pretty comfortably, takes his tally to 6, and the lead back out to 9. And back to 7, 30 place 23. Here's Guy for 3. And the margin out to double figures. 33 plays 23. Here's Maynard. Oh, great block. No, foul called. Josh Guy almost got it right. And substitution as we see Brad Templar coming in now for Cameron McCreary for the Rebels. 8 minutes, 19 on the clock. Here is Lachlan Maynard. Has 5 points so far. Make that 6. So Maynard to try and make it 2 from 2. Doesn't. Easy rebound for Hugh King under the basket. Long pass down the outer side. Back to King. And whistle goes, and it will be a Rockets ball. So 8 minutes and 9 seconds remaining, and 9 is the margin as well. 33 plays 24. And here is Zaki Anis now for the City Rockets. Out to Brown. Maynard now. Bailey. Brewer tries to make space. Here's Anis for 3. And maybe, a little whack on the chops there was Hugh King. Looks to the referee. Nothing doing, he said. And it's going to be a foul against Bailey. It'll be his first personal foul for the night. So 7 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in this second quarter. So early stages, 33-24. Rebels leading by 9. So we're in a timeout at the moment. Just getting the court cleaned up. A little bit of player condensation, I suspect, as the referee's casting a very close eye on proceedings. The old super mop, out it is. And I think we're just about happy. Crowd of around probably 300, 350 here at Elphin. Very good atmosphere. Plenty of people making their way upstairs in our commentary box as well. All right, we're just about set to resume action with the Rebels leading 33-24. And it's Isaac Dale. Oh, nice ball in from Young. And a bit of a height advantage here. Lovely athleticism shown by Vandenberg. And he moves up to 7 points for the match. 35 plays 24 in favour of the Rebels. And that was always going to be a pretty tough pass there from Anis as he looked for Brewer. And it trickles over and out. So it'll be Ray Young to bring it back in. No one falls short. Cleaned up here by Anis, who heads down the court. Here's Maynard now. Out wide. Brewer back to Maynard. Brown, and for three from downtown was Bailey. But it finishes short, so just opening up a little bit here. Here's Guy. Back to Dale. Oh, that's nicely done as he drives to the basket and scores a pretty easy two in the end. So a few danger signs here for the Rockets as that margin out to 13 now, outstretched. There was Maynard, did well to bring it into play, or keep it in play rather. Looks to turn, comes up for two. Almost a great basket. He draws the foul. And coming back into the play is Hugh King. We saw him cop a bit of a whack in the mush a little earlier in the quarter. And well, he's got the headband on. And didn't quite come back onto the court the right way. So referee doing the right thing, setting him back off. On he comes again. So the headband and now the strapping. Now, feeling, can't quite pick up what the referees are talking about here. A little bit of concern with Hugh King, but I reckon he's going to have to change his top here. Whether maybe there's a bit of blood on the top is all I can think of. So showing us all the tattoos and drawing some applause from the crowd as well. And there we go. So we have got a top change. So Hugh King, this captain, number 15, now becomes number 7. So after all of that, I feel like we've been going for 15 minutes in this second quarter. We've only been going 4. And he takes a seat on the bench. So it's just all happening here at the moment. Hugh King just can't get himself out there. Couple of false starts. Meanwhile, Lachlan Maynard comes up with one from the line. And a couple of nice baskets there as well. Hugh King will see him shortly, I think. And there's a travel call, and it's against Isaac Dale. So good little break here for the Rockets. Trail by 11. They've got another chance here, and finally, after coming on too quickly and then spotting blood on the top, Hugh King is back out on the court now wearing a new top, a new number, number 7. And we've got Cam McCreary looking to come back on, and Lachlan Brewer at the line. Scores takes his tally up to 12. So make that 13. So 4 in a row for the Rockets as Josh Guy makes way for Cameron McCreary. So the lead was 13. It's cut back to 9. Just under 6 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Oh, good hands from King. Dishes off the pass and rebound here by Brewer to Maynard. Goes one way and the other, but couldn't keep possession of the ball. Fast break. Here's a chance for Templar. Great basket. And in a flash, they're down the other end and make a couple and get the margin out to 11 with 5 minutes 32 remaining. 39 plays 28, and that's a great 2 points from Zaki Anis. Back to 9. Here's King. Brett Smith wanting hands up. Gets hands up and almost gets the steal. And a good hand in there. Crucial hand in from Cameron Brown. Anis cleans up after Flint just slipped. Nice ball to Maynard. Brewer for 3. And the margin. It's tightening up here. It's back to 6. Was 13. And Brewer all of a sudden up to 16 points. 4 minutes 35 remaining. That one falls short and rebounded. Here's Flint. Oh, and that is a charge. No, it's a blocky foul. It's going to go the way of the Rockets. Well, good little period here for the City Rockets. So right back in this contest. 4.5 minutes exactly remaining in this second quarter. So Maynard. Here's Anis. Flint. Maynard. Outside. That's not going to drop. Good, strong rebound there. Brown. Brewer. And it's going to go the way of the Rockets. Draws applause from Coach Brett Smith. So things heating up, tightening up here at Elphin. Margin was 7 at quarter time in favour of the Rebels. It's 6 at the moment, but it did blow out to 13 a little earlier. So 4 minutes 13 as Lachlan Maynard makes his way to the free throw line. Chance to cut the margin even more. Maynard's been good so far from the line, and no exception there. He's up to 6 points. And that one misses. Rebounded by Hugh King. If you're just joining us, now wearing number 7 after a bit of blood on his original top. And pretty easy defensive rebound accepted there by Brown. Maynard's gotten really busy in this quarter. Brown, Brewer, oh, beautifully done. Gets past King pretty easily there. And time out, and they're up and about. The players, the bench, and the Rockets, all of a sudden, have cut the margin by 10. They're down by just 3 now with 3:45 left until half-time. 39 playing 36. And Lachlan Brewer, the Rockets captain, is up to 18 points. He's got half the score so far. So approaching half-time of this Senior Men's Grand Final. We've got a match on our hands here with the Rebels leading by just 3 points. It's been a big 5 minutes from the Rockets. So the Rebels through Isaac Dale, double teamed, gets through it. So 3.5 minutes to go. Here's King. Good block there from King as well. Just kept Brewer away. But it all amounts to nothing. As Brewer, the big pass out wide. Speed of this young Rockets team just looks to be worrying them a little bit. Here's Maynard for 3 and we're tied up. 39 apiece. Big bomb there from Maynard as we eat down to under 2 minutes. Maynard up to 9 now. All of a sudden they need a basket, but here's a chance again on the fast break. 3 against 1 almost. A 3-point play there for Flint, but he will go to the line. And who would have thought 6 or 7 minutes ago the Rebels led by 13. And the Rockets now through Harry Flint with a chance to hit the lead for the first time tonight. So Flint makes 2 from 2. And the Rockets lead by that. And they get a steal. Here's Brewer. Bang! Crowd on their feet. Rockets fans, that is. And a run of 17 points here. Extraordinary turnaround in the second half of this second quarter. And it's a nice basket. Well, they needed that one. Moses Vandenberg comes up with his 9th point of the night, and the margin is back to 2. 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. And it'll be a Rockets ball. Vandenberg takes a break. And Brewer is going to bring it back into play. Up to 20 points now. So that comes off the hands of Hugh King. So Lachlan Maynard will bring it back in for the Rockets now. Brewer being closely guarded there by McCreary. Here's Maynard for 3 again. This one falls short. Anis does really well. 2 against 1, and he was on all fours and clutched onto that ball and wasn't going to let it go. Minute 49 remaining. The Rockets leading by 2. His second quarter. Towels back out on the court. Been a heck of a long second quarter. Well, I suspect the Rebels will be looking forward to half-time. Bit of thinking to do here. And we've got looking for an extra towel, and there he is. Mitch Dewey. 7.9 kilometres he had on the pedometer a little earlier. Well, he's out there running around like mad, this time handing out towels on the court. And that shot doesn't fall. So King to Young. And now Dale. Back with King. Chance for 3. And that one doesn't stick. And that's going to be a foul. So they'll go to the line here, the Rockets, with 1:24 on the clock. Substitution for the Rebels as Ty Stewart makes his way in, and Lachlan Brewer is going to have a well-earned rest. No, he's not. He's just coming over to get some instructions from Brett Smith for this final minute and a bit. So he wipes a lot of sweat. He's had a big second quarter, the captain. As we mentioned, up to 20 points. Miles in front of the next highest scorer, which is 9. And that is Lachlan Maynard, also the Rockets. And tell you what, they're going to have to throw some of these towels into the dryer very shortly. And we are going to have a little time out here because we've got to wipe the court again. So it's dragging on their second quarter. Fantastic volunteers doing an amazing job, and even our players are wiping the courts as we speak. So here he comes again, Mitch Dewey, even going out on the court to lend assistance out there, and I dare say there might be a few towels being thrown in the washing machine at half time. Still not quite satisfied. Stick with us, folks. We might be finished by 10 o'clock tonight at this rate. Still got a minute and a half remaining. The players certainly getting a chance for a little bit of a breather here, and it came at a pretty good time for the Rebels, it has to be said, who led by 13. Zaki Anis and Ty Stewart there. Of course, Ty Stewart, number 4, coach of the Rebels, having a little chuckle amongst the two of them. And finally, I think we were just about set for action again. And Cameron Brown, whose hands have probably just gotten cold, can have a shot. Let's see how he goes. And misses the first one. So a real hush has come over Elphin. Brown for his second one, and that's all net. So out to a lead of 3 here. Rebels now trail by 3, and that's a travel, and that is against Ray Young. So great little opportunity here for the Rockets. Ball in the hands of the Rockets captain in Brewer. Off to Brown. Here's Brewer again. He's got some space here from 3, and I think it is against Brewer. Travel call there, and accepting of it. So chance goes begging for the Rockets, and here's the Rebels. Yep. I think we might have, we might be needing a few more towels here. We can see Tristan Bailey about to make his way out onto the court, and boy, oh boy. It's going to be one of the longest quarters in local basketball history. So another break. So the score with 54 seconds remaining. It's been a 16-point turnaround in this second quarter, with the Rockets trailing at one stage by 13. They lead it now by 3. And unfortunately, we're going to have another bit of a stoppage here. I think we've pretty well run out of towels, so I think someone's going to be making a mad dash next door to one of the local retailers to get do some late night shopping. We've seen our volunteers, players, now referees, all getting involved. So 44-41 is the score, folks. And here we go again. Getting close to half-time. Here's Stewart now for the Rebels. Oh, good block in there. Got a hand up very nicely. And that was crucial in the end from Harry Flint. So 45 seconds remaining. And it's going to be the Rebels coach in Ty Stewart, looking for his first points of the night. He makes the first from the line, cuts the margin back to 2. And it's now 1. So 44-43, Rockets leading the way as we close in on half-time. This senior men's grand final of the Banjos Launceston Basketball Association. The ball is with Brewer. Back to Brown now. Brewer wants to look for that last shot. Just 5 seconds on the clock from 3. The shot from Tristan Bailey didn't drop. So we're down to 18 seconds before the halftime buzzer sounds. And the Rebels will be content to try and get this clock down to ensure they have the last chance. But it's a steal there. Getting a hand in there was Baldock. Here's Brewer. Makes 2. He's up to 22. And it has not ended well for the Rebels. An outstanding second half of the second quarter from the Rockets. And they take a lead into half-time. It's 46 plays 43 over the Rebels. It's half-time at the senior men's grand final. We'll have a short break, catch our breath, and we'll get the call. Rockets taking a 3-point lead into the third quarter. And the Rebels with the first bit of action. Now here's a chance for 3. Got a bit of time up his sleeve there was McCreary. Couldn't get it though. And diving on the ball there. Anis though gets the back for the Rockets. And here is Brewer. Had an outstanding second quarter. He's on 22 points. Feeds it in well there to Brown. And gets the opening couple of points in the third quarter. So 48 plays 43. So 5-point lead here to the young outfit, City Rockets. And that's nice bit of work there by Moses van der Berg. He's up to 11 points, leading the way for the Rebels. Oh, well, he's having an incredible match. Lachlan Brewer, 3-pointer there. Takes him up to 25, and that margin, well, it's out to 6. Just repeating, if you just joined us, they trailed by 13 at one stage of the second quarter, the Rockets. King makes the first. So back to 5, 8:36 left in this third quarter. And no mistake as Hugh King takes his tally up to 8. Brewer again for 3. He is up to 28 points, over half the score of the City Rockets, 54, and they now lead it by 7. Well, they've really got to try and shut him down. He's just dominant at the moment. And that's a good rebound. Got a whack on his head for his troubles as well, did Flint. And Brewer just decides to tuck the ball under his arm and slow it down a little bit. Here's Anis. Oh, almost got it. King with the bandage on and the new top. McCreary. Back to King. Good little block there from King as well. And King, oh, Maynard gets up a mile with a brilliant block. Brewer, well, went for the little backhander to Anis, but was a little bit too wide for him. And 7:20 remaining. It's 54-47. City Rockets leading. A big crowd here, as you can see, at Elphin tonight. Southside Rebels winning the women's grand final a little earlier tonight by 16 after leading by 1 at halftime over the West Side Trojans, and Lillian Males won the award for the player of the match. Here's Maynard. We saw him get up high just a moment ago, and he gets up again, and this one couldn't quite get the layup, didn't drop, and chances. The ball now with Berg. And King in good position to rebound. Draws the foul as well. And it might be against Zaki Anis. So substitution for the Rebels as Templar comes back in and McCreary makes way. Hugh King, it's his tally up to 9. Tristan Bailey about to come into the action for the Rockets. Here's Brown, drives to the basket and makes 2. He's up to 11, and the margin is out to 8 in favour of the Rockets with 6:20 left in this third quarter. Here's Isaac Dale, closely guarded there by Maynard. Good block, chance for 3. Nice basket there from Templar, but good work off the ball by the Rebels. And we're back to 5, 56-51, under 6 minutes left. Anis out to Flint. Maynard almost looked like a travel. Now plenty of room here for Flint. Couldn't make it. Rockets players were out of their chairs in anticipation, but it didn't quite drop. Here's Hugh King. Out there to Dale. Out wider. In the inside. Nice pass there from Guy. And that's a lovely little shimmy in a basket for Moses Vandenberg, who takes his tally up to 13. Brewer at the other end. Couldn't quite make it. Fast rebound and breakaway. Guy, and no one wanting to give up possession. And it's going to be a Rockets ball. And here comes Tristan Bailey. And it's going to be Zaki Anis who's going to take a break. Harry Flint finally gathers the ball, so we're down to 5 minutes before three-quarter time. Maynard shapes to shoot for three, doesn't, turns, gets it out to Bailey. Inside, Brewer turns quickly. Flat throw, didn't stick. So Rebels with the rebound. Guy. It's out to Dale. King quickly dishes it off and didn't quite drop there for Vandenberg. Draws the foul. As the coach re-enters the fray, Ty Stewart. Meanwhile, Moses Vandenberg is set for a couple of free throws. And misses the first. So margin stays at 3. Makes the second. So margin just back to 2. It was 3 at the halftime break. So not much change. Maynard from miles out comes short and making way through to the basket. Tristan Bailey comes up with a couple. And with 4:20 left, we're back out to 4. 58-54 in favour of the City Rockets. Well, Tristan Bailey looks in disbelief at the referee for the call. Brett Smith not happy with it either. So as we count down with 4:12 on the clock. Missing the first. And making the second, as we saw a moment ago from Moses Vandenberg as well. He moves up to 15. Almost a steal there from King. Got the hand in. And in the end commits the foul. Apology there from King to his opposite number 7 in Cameron Brown, who will take it from the side. Here's Brewer. Closely guarded by Guy. And that shot falls well short, and it's going to be a Rockets ball. So exactly 4 minutes remaining. 58 plays 55. Maynard has been in a lot of the action so far. Brett Smith just a few little instructions while we have a delay to Cameron Brown. Here's Brewer. Oh, somehow found room and just favouring his left ankle a little bit there, Cameron Brown. I think he's okay. He draws the foul. Brown with 11 points beside his name so far. 3:57 remaining in this third quarter. And as it was at halftime, the Rockets lead by 3. They now lead by 4 with 1 to come. So a good 2 from 2 from Cameron Brown. 60 plays 55 with 3:50 remaining. Guy from a long way out makes it. Second time around it drops in. So much needed 3 points. Meanwhile, the action coming thick and fast. The margin down to 2. And it's going to be, for that foul, a Rockets ball from the side. So a lot less fouls this quarter. Just 3 for the Rebels, 4 against the Rockets. Flint, Maynard, Borks, and travel call. So, chance here for the Rebels with 3:27 remaining until the final change. And here is the coach, Ty Stewart. Pitted against Harry Flint. King blocks. Found it's against Stewart. And not overly happy either with the call from the ref. Little shake of the head. So we're in for a big finish. The Rockets holding sway at the moment by 2. Here's Anis. Bailey. Chance for Flint. Good strong rebound. Brown under the basket. Shapes to try and make 2. Didn't get up. Here's Guy now for the Rebels down the other end. Dale. Ball now with Templar. Drives to the basket. Good work from Brown for the Rockets. There was a good ball in there from Dale. Got the thread of the needle to King, but couldn't quite make it slip. And down the other end, meanwhile, Harry Flint comes up with a couple. He's up to 4 points for the night. With 2:22 left in this third quarter, the margin out to 4. Almost back to 2, but nothing doing. Bailey to Brewer. So the captain got this time. Switches. And that one almost went over the back of the ring and out, but stayed in and tidied up by Josh Guy for the Rebels. Under 2 minutes remaining until three-quarter time now. Here's Guy. Gets past Brewer, makes a magnificent 2 points. And he will have a chance here to cut the margin to just 1 with 1:47 left on the clock. Ray Young coming in now for the Rebels as Moses Vandenberg takes a little rest before the final quarter. And Josh Guy makes no mistake from the line, so we're down to just 1 point the margin. Minute 40 remaining in this third quarter. Brewer. Guy manning him like a glove. Here's Anis. Brewer can't find a way around, so decides to go for 3 and misses, and rebounded by Ray Young. So minute 20. And, well, almost fortuitously, the ball ends up in the lap of King. And for the first time this quarter, the Rebels sneak ahead with a minute 10 on the clock. 63 plays 62. Brown with nowhere to go. Goes back to Bailey and travels. So great finish to this third quarter for the Rebels. 59 seconds remaining. Harry Flint makes his way to the bench. Oliver Baldock makes his way out onto the court for this final minute. Rebels by 1. Ball with Dale. Now with Templar. Guy makes 2. And this is a great period here for the Rebels. They've wrested back the lead. They trailed by 3 at the half. And they now lead it by 3 with 32 seconds remaining. Anis goes it alone, just gets the board. And loose pass. Dale gets it back to Guy. Here's Young. 14 seconds remaining. And King, no, nothing doing there. So one final chance with 7 seconds remaining. And drawing the foul, Cameron Brown. So no foul trouble yet for the Rebels. That's just their 4th team foul of the quarter. So Zaki Anis will take it from the side with 5 seconds to go. Ball in good hands with Brewer. For 3. Misses, and that is 3-quarter time here at Elphin. And the Rebels are going to take a 3-point lead into the final quarter over the City Rockets. They lead the way 65-62. So 28 points and a game high considerably to the captain, Lachlan Brewer, for the City Rockets, leading the way for the Rebels. Moses van der Berg on 15 and Hugh King, the captain, on 11. Also on 13 points is Josh Guy. Had a good third quarter there. And a great battle with Brewer. So just about set for action in the final quarter. It's going to be a grandstand finish here at Elphin. 65 plays 62. And we're just about set. Should be a terrific final quarter. The Rockets make their way out onto the court. So here we go. The final 10 minutes of season 2022. And the Rebels get us underway. They lead it by 3. And here's Templar. Out to Young. Using up the shot clock. We're down to 5. And that's a great block almost. Importantly for the Rockets, the 2 points didn't drop. So 20 seconds down, no change to the score. But Moses van der Berg to the line for the Rebels. He's been shooting well tonight. He gets the first, it's up to 16 points for the match. And this is the second, so margin is 4, 66-62. Rebels lead. Brewer. Oh, that'll be a travel. The ball just seemed to get stuck in his hands there. And just didn't have the time to get a bounce in there as he looked to gather possession of the ball. So, turnover. So the crowd make their way over on the outer side back to the seats. Must be a few sitting at the canteen because it's just thinned out a little bit over the other side, but I'm sure no one's left because it should be a great finish. The margin just 4. And Moses van der Berg is going to go to the line again. Second time in the opening 40 seconds. Makes the first. Margin 5. 1 to come. Moses van der Berg moves to 18 points. And Lachlan Maynard is going to come on. And Tristan Bailey will take a seat. So 9 minutes, 20 remaining in this grand final. We're into the fourth quarter. The Rebels, they fought back well. They led early at one stage in the second quarter by 13. Great comeback from the Rockets to lead by 3 at half time. But right now the Rebels lead by 6. Here's Brewer for 3. Does draw the foul. It is against Cam McCreary. And it was from outside 3, so here's a real opportunity for Brewer. This is the first. Makes the second, so 1 from 2 with 1 to come. So 9 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. The margin is back to 4. Rebels 68, City 64. And didn't quite want to drop there for Isaac Dale for the Rebels. Brewer to Maynard. Anis, that's going to be short, well short. Stolen, Brewer almost held, gets it in. Lovely little pass, finished nicely by Baldock for the Rockets, and all of a sudden we're back to 2, 68-66, 8:25 left. Anyone's game here. And that's a lovely dish off and drive to the basket by Moses Vandenberg, who's been outstanding. He's up to 20. And he and Lachie Brewer, 50 points between them. And a travel call, it's not going to count. And 8 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. The margin is 4. 70 plays 66, the Rebels leading. Cam McCreary grabs the drink and takes a seat. 8 minutes to go. Rebels lead it by 4. Guy with 3. And he yells out a big yes. And he's up to 16 all of a sudden. And the margin is now 7. Brown under enormous pressure. Maynard. Travel call. And Brett Smith has seen enough for now. Calls a timeout. And 7 minutes 38 remaining. And it's the Rebels leading by 7. Plenty of time remaining in this senior men's grand final. We'll take a look at a little bit of the scores here. Lachie Brewer for the Rockets has 30. And Cameron Brown has 13 for the Rockets, whilst for the Rebels they're being led magnificently by Moses Vandenberg on 20. And Josh Guy has 16. And also in double figures, Hugh King, wearing number 7 after having to change his shirt due to a bit of blood. He is on 11. So, stack of time remaining, 7.5 minutes. Margin is only 7. Don't go anywhere. What has this grand final got in store for us? We've had a few changes tonight. A few lead changes. Are we going to see another one? The Rockets, very young outfit, average age just 17. You would not think fitness is going to be an issue, but the Rebels have fought back very well from about that midway point of the third quarter. And drawing the foul, and that's going to be against Lachlan Maynard. So Tristan Bailey of the Rockets, he's on 4 fouls. Maynard moves to 3. And that's just it's already the third team foul of the quarter against the Rockets. So they won't want to add too much more to that to give bonus free throws. That is for sure. The Rebels haven't been in a lot of foul trouble. And that one comes from downtown. Anis got a little chop across the head there. and picked up by the referee as well. So well spotted. 7 minutes exactly on the clock. 7 the margin. Rebels 73, City 66. The speedy Anis. Right with him is Isaac Dale. Maynard out to Flint. Here's Brewer. Shapes to pass off, but makes it instead. And takes his tally up to 22 in the margin, cut to 5. Josh Guy now for the Rebels. Has had a terrific night. Been a great contest. He's been pitted against Brewer. King. That's a good basket. Strong basket from their leader, their captain. And he gets that margin out again to 7. 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. So Harry Flint draws the foul. He'll go to the line. And we're up to 3 team fouls apiece here. And that one, did everything but drop. So misses the first one. Does Harry Flint. Needs to make the second. Doesn't. But rebounded well. Here's Brewer. Adds to his tally. Back to 5. They're hanging in there, the Rockets. Driving hard at the basket. His guy for 3 has been good there. And he delivers again. So Josh Guy, he's up to 19 points. Brewer, his opponent, couldn't quite make that. So Brewer just closing in a little bit there on Guy. They can't afford to let him have a shot from outside 3. He's been deadly there tonight. Here's King for 2. That one misses. 5 minutes 28. So the margin is 8. Time not quite a factor just yet. The Rockets, they need to score from every trip down the court you feel. That's great work. Didn't quite drop though, unfortunately for the Rockets. That was Harry Flint. And falling short. And that goes out, so it's going to be a Rockets ball. Substitution as McCreary comes on for Templar. So the situation, 5 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. The Rebels lead it at the moment by 8. Here's Anis to Brown. Brewer with 34 points alongside his name. Maynard, that misses, and King in great position. Gets the rebound and read beautifully by Flint. Brewer for 3. Crowd tells you the story. The Rockets fans on their feet. 4 minutes 40 remaining. Margin cut to 5. Brewer up to 37. Guy being worn like a glove. And that one falls short. Maynard there. Brewer now. Drives down the court. And what's the call? Charge. It's against Brewer. It's just his second personal foul for the night. And we're down to 4 minutes 17. Margin 5. So plenty of time to cut this margin back. Dale. And that'll be a foul against Anis. Up to 4 personal fouls now. Zaki Anis. So in dangerous territory. Lachlan Maynard comes over. A bit of a chat with Rockets coach, Brett Smith. They're up to 5 fouls, the Rockets, so Means a trip to the line every time. And Isaac Dale gets the first. Margin 6. Now 7. So 80-73 with 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this grand final. Coming to you live from the Elphin Sports Centre. The Banjos Launceston Basketball Association Senior Men's Grand Final going right down to the wire. Here's Brown. Guy got a hand in, but Brewer collected it. Anis for 3. Missed. Makes it. And we're back to just 4. 3 minutes 45 on the clock. It's tightening up at Elphin. McCreary. Here's Guy. Closely watched by Brewer. King. 4 seconds on the clock. Makes a crucial 2 points. And gets the margin out to 6, 82-76. Rebels leading. Brewer gets around Guy, and it's going to be a foul against Guy. And tech foul called. And that is against Maynard. And, well, he can't believe it. And he is not happy. But he's off. And he's arguing his case with his teammates. Well, so they've drawn the foul. It's been reversed. And, well, that is absolutely not what the Rockets needed. With 3 minutes and 14 seconds left, the margin was 6. And a huge opportunity here for the Rebels to make them pay. Clock starts. 83-76. Rebels with the ball. Here's Guy. He's had a terrific night, Josh Guy, wearing number 1 for the Rebels. They won't be in a hurry here. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Down to 3 minutes and 5 seconds in the match. And 2 points misses, so they get the rebound. Here's Flint. They lose possession. And the Rebels slow it down. Isaac Dale. They hold a lead of 7. We're down to 2:42. Driving to the basket is Guy, and he draws the foul. And Josh Guy, 2 minutes, 39 seconds on the clock, and it's now the clock is becoming an enemy for the Rockets. They trail by 9. 2:39. Here we go. It's 85-76. Rebels lead. Everything's got to go right. Ball with Brown. Back to Bailey. Brown goes for 3 and makes it. And we're back to 6. Still plenty of time. Just over 2 minutes. 2:15 left. 85-79. Rebels leading. Here's Guy. Brewer wearing him like a glove. No room. Here's Templar. Gets it out wide. This time for 3 as well. Dropping the bomb there was Isaac Dale. And they answer immediately. 1:55 left. 2 points, 88-81. The margin's 7. What a terrific grand final this has been. Swings and roundabouts here between these two. It's been a great contest. For 3. Oh, 2 sweet threes in a row from Isaac Dale. And with 1:36 remaining, It is a 10-point buffer the way of the Rebels, and it is going to be extremely tough now for the City Rockets. Brett Smith gets them in close. What's he got up his sleeve? Ooh. So margin at 10. Minute 25 left in this Senior Men's Grand Final. The Banjos Launceston Basketball Association. And here comes the towel out again. So it is an uphill battle for the City Rockets. Gee, they've been brave tonight. They've put in a great performance. They got out to a lead at half-time by 3. Trailed by 7 at quarter time. Rebels led by 3 at three-quarter time. They now lead by 10. Brewer for 3. Oh, almost dropped, but didn't quite. Rebounded. Good hands there from Isaac Dale, hasn't he? Had a great couple of minutes. He's up to 14 points and a couple of crucial three-pointers. Down to a minute 10. And they'll be happy to hang on to it. Shot clock is down to 10. They get a steal here. Here's Flint. Brewer keeps it in. Anis goes for glory for 3. It falls short. 50 seconds to go. Anis again. Brown for 3. Misses. They're getting desperate. And they are going in incredibly hard here. Now, the referees are in discussion. And Anis is going to come to the bench for the Rockets. And we're down to 46 seconds. And the Rebels, no change in the score from the last time out. It's 91-81. Now, Hugh King having a discussion here with the ref. It's going to be a Lachlan Brewer ball. What a night he's had. 37 points. Been outstanding, the captain of the Rockets. Brown out wide for 3. It's not even close. Another chance. They're shooting from everywhere here. Desperate stuff. We're down to 35 seconds. And all the shooting. We haven't had a change to the score since timeout. And Brewer again is going to come from the side, and that one doesn't drop either. Here's Flint again. Still won't drop. And eventually, Moses Vandenberg ties it up. Here's Guy. And he's fouled. It's against Brewer. And we're down to 22 seconds. So it has been one heck of a contest. Hope you've enjoyed this as well. Stick around for the presentations. They'll be coming up immediately following the end of this match. But Josh Guy, what a night he's had too. 21 points. Now 22. There's some of the crowd, probably Rocket supporters, just starting to make their way out. And he's been terrific. Josh Guy leading the way for the Rebels with 23 points. And good hands there from King, and they'll get the ball. So we're down to 10 seconds. Enjoy this one, Rebels fans. And waiting for the hooter. And it is all over. Congratulations to our 2022 Banjos Launceston Basketball Association Senior Men's Premiers. The Southside Rebels are victorious, defeating the City Rockets 93-81. A margin of 12 in the end, but great performance from this young outfit from the City Rockets, led by their captain, Lachlan Brewer. He was outstanding with 37 points. As we check the point scorers for the Rebels, Josh Guy with 23. Ty Stewart, the coach, he came up with 2. 9 points to Brad Templar. Moses Vanderberg, terrific as well for the Rebels tonight with 20. Cam McCreary with 3. And the other point scorers tonight, Isaac Dale with 14. 2 crucial three-pointers late in that grand final. The captain, Hugh King, finished with 15. And Ray Young contributed 7 points on the board tonight for City. 9 points to Lachlan Maynard. Tristan Bailey finished with 2. As we mentioned, Rockets captain Lachlan Brewer shot a game high 37 points. Cameron Brown was terrific as well with 16. 11 to Zaki Anis, and 2 points tonight to Oliver Baldock, and number 29, Harry Flint, with 4. So I hope you've enjoyed the coverage tonight. Southside Rebels victorious, taking out the senior men's grand final in the end, 93-81. It was a great contest, and very shortly we're going to head downstairs to our MC, John. For 2022 in the Senior Men's Grand Final. Big thanks to everyone for tuning in tonight and watching the final scores of our 2 games tonight. Senior Women's Southside Rebels Red victorious over the West Side Trojans 59-43. As we just saw in the men's, Southside Rebels finishing with the double tonight, defeating the City Rockets 93-81. Terrific couple of grand finals tonight. Thank you very much for your company. A big thanks to Benny Donaldson on camera and Ash Wilkes back in the studio. This is Rick Fontaine. Thanks very much for supporting local basketball. Big thanks to Mitch Dewig and the team from the Launceston Basketball Association.